yeah, it just had me to thinking like years ago, right? I was like, what if I actually get older and I actually don't get married? You know, is that actually going to stop me from having a child? And I say this because, you know, me personally, with my personal like values, right? And I say that with me personally because, like, I've never wanted to have a child out of wedlock, right? I just never wanted to have a child out of wedlock. And mostly, you know, with just all the baby mama, baby daddy drama sometimes that you see a lot. You know, I just never wanted that. You know, and even more importantly, me growing up in a single family home, you know, you get to see firsthand how stressful that can be for the mother. Because generally, a lot of the children are with their mothers, you know. But there are single fathers too, don't get me wrong, because they hold it down too. But growing up with a single mother, you see how stressful it can be for her. You know, especially, you know, when you have a career mother, like a career. Actually, you know what? I don't really think it matters whether it's a career, you know, if you have like a career mother or not. Because, you know, I see a lot of women that work like normal, you know, regular, like normal jobs, you know, and they have just as much stress sometimes, you know, as anybody that works in these high dollar, you know, corporations or have like better jobs. It doesn't matter. You know, being a single mother is stressful regardless, you know. If you are, you know, when having a child out of wedlock, right? Or being sidelined by a divorce, you know, anything like that. Unplanned, basically, is what I'm saying. It does provide a stressful situation sometimes, you know, and a lot of times, you know, the hardest part for like a lot of women, um, I mean, of course, you know, there's single fathers too, but I'm just speaking on what I know, best. But a lot of times, you know, it's hard for you to like find babysitters when you need to go to work, you know, or even afford childcare because it's so expensive nowadays. Diapers are expensive, you know, baby formula is expensive. Anything pertaining to a baby gets expensive, especially when they're growing, you know. For 18 years, they're just constantly growing. They don't stop, you know. And even after they go to college, you know, you still have to put in a little bit from time to time. But, you know, it just kind of got me to thinking at a young age. I know I was like 18 when I started thinking about this, but I was like, what if I don't get married? Is that going to stop me from having a child? You know, and one thing I never wanted to deal with was the baby mama, baby daddy drama. I never wanted to deal with the drama. Never wanted to deal with drama, right? And so I was thinking of like, how is it that I could have that family unit, right, without dealing so much with the baby mama, baby daddy drama, the custody battles, you know, and stuff like that. So I started thinking, you know, just started researching and exploring different options, you know. But at that particular point in time, I was like, you know, what if I had a baby with one of my friends, somebody I trusted, right? Somebody that I know would be a good father, you know, somebody that I know would be a secure option for the child, you know. And we may never actually have a relationship, but what if I never get married and it works out better for them? You know what I'm saying? Just thinking outside of the box, right? Because it seems like sometimes, you know, with a lot of relationships, how they go nowadays, you know, I hear a lot of red pill guys nowadays talking about, well, these women shouldn't be getting pregnant and da 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 da. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of agree, right? I agree to a certain extent. You know, I kind of feel like if you aren't married, you should protect yourself as much as you possibly can from getting, you know, being committing yourself to someone who hasn't yet committed themselves to you. So I get it, right? I understand exactly where the men are coming from, but I also understand, you know, as a woman, you know, you think you love somebody, you put your trust in this person, and all you can do is hope for the best, right? And sometimes that's all you can do. But I know a lot of times it doesn't work out in the woman's favor as far as, you know, getting the ring, getting the relationship, getting a good relationship. Um, And then they end up going their separate ways. And a lot of times that actually works out. It's after they, go their separate ways, they grow up a little bit, and it actually works out. They become friends. So I was like, well, what if you just skip the middleman and just have a baby with a friend, Or consider sperm donation of some sort, right? So then I started really, really getting into it. But I was thinking, like, what if there's so many options, right? When you're starting a family, outside of traditionally, which is with, a woman and a man, there are a lot of different options out there. And a lot of women are doing their thing, they're having life, they're living life, and they're becoming to these successful levels, but they just don't have the guy or have the woman, that they want to be with. So should it stop them from starting a family, right? And if they do start a family and they go about it a different way, should they be looked at as wrong for choosing a different option? You know what I mean?